just going to do a little bit of thoughts on my mind right now. It's not going to be super entertaining. I haven't practiced it. You get what you get because that's just how it works. Thank you. We live in a very anonymous world, a very disconnected and anonymous world, and none of this surprises anybody in here. But one of the side effects of this is the internet is not you. It's not your friends, it's not your family. Even if they are literally your family that you're maybe talking to on Facebook or Instagram, whatever it is, they're not you, and they don't forgive. They don't care about the relationship. And one of the things I'm seeing happening over and over, especially as Christmas, especially honestly as Thanksgiving got close, was a sense that if the relationship isn't perfect between you and your parents, you and your grandparents, you and an uncle, you and an old coworker, whatever it is, just cut them out. You don't need that drama in your life. And I'd just like to throw a brick at that, because fuck that. There are 100% absolutely times where you do need to do that. But those are much rarer than you think. The internet doesn't give a fuck about you. It doesn't care about you, and its advice will almost always be the coldest, most surgically imprecise thing it can possibly do. They will tell you to never forgive. They'll tell you to never forget. They'll tell you to turn away and walk away. But I don't think there's anybody here, definitely not me, who hasn't fucked up and been rescued by real, honest-to-God people in my life who did care about the relationship that we had, about the bonds that we had, and went, you fucked up. Ski, you fucked up. You hurt me. You hurt this other person. You did something wrong. You did something bad. And this is something I might not ever completely forgive you for. But the relationship is still here. Maybe you can make it up. Maybe you'll keep going down that path, and I will have to cut you out of my life. But I'd just like to say here before the Christmas season, maybe you're going to be spending time with friends and family, is be patient. Be forgiving. It's okay to have friends. It's more than okay to have friends who are not just like you, who don't think the same things as you. And you don't have to condone it, you don't have to like it, you don't have to approve of it. You just have to realize that for every 1 or 2 or 5, 50 fucking things that you don't agree with them, maybe virulently disagree, violently disagree with them on, there's probably 100 other things where you do. Where you're simpatico, where you're like, how did I ever forget that you were such a good person in all of these other ways? Because all of us are complex beings. So that's my little Christmas message to everybody here is, try it. Try to be more durable in these relationships. Absolutely, there are times when you have to go away, but put some effort into it. Long term, as you get older, you'll appreciate it more and more. Thank you. We have 2 performers left for you this evening. On deck, we have our friend Sophie, who's technically violating one of my rules, but only by a little bit, so it's okay. But coming up on stage next will be Scott